What's up, y'all? Senior Cheesecake here with a practical guide on beating classic zombies Easter eggs in 2026. Now, I'm not here to walk you through every soul box, ritual step, or boss fight. No, I'm here to show you how to actually get a session going on these games that are close to, if not already over, 10 years old. This also isn't for players who are cracked and know how to get everything set up by round 5. No, this is for people like me. Those of us who either haven't played these games before, haven't played them in years, or only have some basic knowledge of the maps. As someone who recently beat the main Easter eggs across the Black Ops 3 maps, I want to share some tips on how exactly I got it done in 2026, when, to be honest with you, I wasn't an expert on any of the maps. First and foremost, you need to be carryable. Know the map you're trying to complete. Know what you have to get done to help with the egg, especially when there are steps that must be done by everyone. Examples of this are the sword and egg steps in Shadows, or knowing at least one of the bow quests in Dreisendraga. You have to be able to play your part in the overall whole of the team. You may need to be carried, but you don't need to be dead weight while doing it. You don't need to become an Easter egg lore master either. You just need to be dependable at the job you have to do to get that map done. Communication is absolutely king when you're trying to get these eggs completed. Whether it's saying you're saving the last zombie, collecting a horde for a challenge, or letting the team know you're starting a step, talk to the team. Let them know what's going on. This is especially important when you have a question. Don't be that guy that spends 5 minutes running around the map when you could have easily asked where the blue water is on Zetsubo. It never has to be constant chatter either, because we all know zombies takes a ton of dedicated focus, but be ready to call things out when it needs to be. This goes for listening as well. I don't know how many times I've called something out only for no one to acknowledge it, and then everyone's mad at me when someone goes down to the propeller trap I was just about to run. Something we should all realize is that the early rounds matter more than most people want to admit. You don't have to be a setup god, you don't need to get the whole map open or all these rituals done by blank round, but you do need to take advantage of those slower speeds when you can, because you can get things done a lot easier during those earlier rounds, which also means not pushing the zombies, not ending rounds way too early just because you want to push your points or get a little too excited shooting off your gun. A lot of Easter eggs runs do not fail because the boss fight wasn't possible. They fail because the team rushed the setup phase. Suddenly it's round 26 and you're getting into a boss fight that would have been way easier 5 to 10 rounds earlier. That is the kind of chaos that you can avoid. Slow down when the map needs setup. Hold a zombie when someone is building, upgrading, filling, watering, shocking, feeding, or doing whatever ancient nonsense the map requires. Make sure people have their shields. Call it out. Heck, there's plenty of times when I forget to grab my shield, so make sure that you're getting them set up and making sure everyone has that set up together. Make sure people have their perks. Call that out. Make sure that we all know what's going on. Make sure the person doing the important steps actually have the space to do it as well. Get away from them if they need to have a completely clear space to do whatever ritual they're doing. You do not need to play perfectly, you just need to recognize when the team needs a pause instead of another round. GobbleGums are there to be used, and they can help any struggling zombies player. Even a classic gum like In Plain Sight can make a huge difference when you're surrounded by a horde, but grabbing other gums like Idolize, Near Death Experience, and Fear in Headlights can be essential to making an Easter egg much easier to complete. Knowing the basics of each map will help you choose the types of gums you need. Knowing your own playstyle will also help you build better GobbleGum packs that play up exactly to who you are as a player. My personal God mode GobbleGum brothers are perkaholic and self-medication. They give me all the perks I can possibly need for every single map, but the self-medication also gives me 4 self-revives that'll help me when things get a little out of hand. That combo got me through pretty much all of those Easter eggs that I completed this month. Another good choice I would say is wall power, which can easily get you an early pack-a-punch wall weapon like a KRM that will get you through the egg pretty much on any of the maps. Even raindrops can also be a huge help in boss fights when you're trying to get something done, or even any of the like mid-round fights that you have to get done, Margwas or things like that. But knowing exactly what is will help on the map would help you prepare properly for the map. So don't be afraid to use GobbleGums. That's what they're there for. These Easter eggs can be a challenge, but I want you to know that with preparation, they can absolutely be completed. Here's a checklist for how you can get them done. Do you know your role for the map? Do you have GobbleGums to help yourself and the team? Do you know your preferred wall weapon? Do you know how much your team knows the map? Do y'all have a game plan? Do you know when the team needs to slow down? Answer those few questions and you're well on your way to getting these eggs done. While this video was focused mostly on Black Ops 3, the same idea can be applied to games like BO1 and BO2 as well. The biggest things are finding the right team, knowing your role, communicating clearly, and being prepared enough that you're helping the run instead of accidentally making it harder. Well, y'all, thank you very much for watching. This has been Senior Cheesecakes. Y'all take care. Bye.